Hello everyone and welcome to my next reaction to Supernatural. So I liked the last episode. I felt like it definitely had sort of a Monster of the Week vibe plot-wise, but I felt like there was a lot of interesting parallels or just commentary on what both Sam and Dean were going through or are going through in regards to the mark. So I thought it was pretty decent, and I'm excited to see what this episode's going to bring. Let's go.
I absolve you of your sins in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. See you Sunday.
That you will, Father.
Oh. What are you gonna do with that? Oh! Ah! Oh! My word.
I beg you to speak with her.
What now?
Your mother remains vexed with your highness and vents her frustration by abusing the court. Yes, one expects to suffer in hell, but I fear I've reached my limit. To wit, I mean seriously.
Huh.
Yes, Your Royal Highness.
Care to comment?
Well, I said you were two-faced. That parlor trick! I'm capable of greatness. Given free rein, I'd be unstoppable.
I am this close to throwing you back into that.
That is what slightly
why not?
worries me.
Does me more. I gave you life, Fergus. Without me, sunshine, you wouldn't exist. Abington! Woo!
Wow. What a way to make an exit.
We all found our way to this life for a reason. Was he yours? Sometimes I would pose for him. He called me his muse. I felt so free with him. I had never been close with a man before that. We're a lot alike, you know? I think we're supposed to enter the convent for some higher purpose. But many of us chose this because of the things that overwhelmed us.
Huh.
He's Catholic and so are the other two. Dean, this is Massachusetts. There are a lot of Catholics in Massachusetts. You think this is a case? Who kills himself with a candlestick, all right? There's about 1 billion better ways.
Yeah, but he did kill himself.
All right, so he's not a witch. There was nothing hexy found on him.
Hi, sweetie.
Oh.
Liar.
Okay. Oh my. Oh. Ah. Hi, Carol. Oh. Interesting, because the first guy killed himself.
McCarthy would murder her husband.
She kills her
His blood
husband.
was all over her body. Now, Lisa McCarthy said that they were very devoted to each other. Was that true?
That always appeared to be the case.
But
We're looking for a motive, aren't we?
we are. An earlier victim's cell phone showed some angry texts between he and his girlfriend because he'd been fooling around.
There were rumors.
So Frank cheated on Lisa, so she lied to me. Or she didn't know.
My sources are excellent, and you didn't hear it from me.
I guess I'm just wondering how somebody quits one life for something completely different and believe in it so much.
In my case, I felt I had no choice. My life had become painful. There was hopelessness.
I felt I had to find something larger than myself to focus on. A kind of mission, I guess. You have no idea what I'm talking about, I'm sure.
Don't be. Sister, a question.
Oh.
Like spots in the building that suddenly get cold, or maybe you feel like you're not quite alone.
Rattling chains and teacups that fly across the room.
Sister, are you making fun of me?
Really? The FBI believes in ghosts.
You know, the whole theme of this case seems to be about guys doing their women wrong. You notice that? Sammy, how long's it been since my last confession? You've never been to confession. Oh, that's too long.
You summoned Royal Highness.
She is so extra.
For you. Does this mean that you'll go to the Grand Coven on my behalf?
Even better, I've brought the coven to you. I believe you know Oliver, High Priestess of the Grand Coven. Speechless with joy? You utter bitch!
Bottom feeder.
The storm before the storm. As you can see, the iron chains render her powerless, so you can plead your case, exact your revenge, whatever it is that puts a spring back in your step. You kids have fun now.
I see your time as outcast has led you from vile to lonesome.
I doubt this strategy of insults will get you out of this pickle.
No, I do not grovel before she who lay with a non-magic and hatched his spawn.
My personal life was none of your business.
And now look at you, consorting with demons.
Quite the speech, considering you're in my son's palace. What? You see, my son, the spawn you speak of, is now the king of hell. Total Cinderella story, I'd say. Why? Is he the reason you're here?
There is no much difference between madness and devotion. I was obsessed with him. He said it was only after I posed for him that his work took on real power, real expression. The painting I had posed for was the beginning of his career. In the end, it was his masterpiece.
So, yeah. He did her wrong?
Sweet Jesus, nothing
Maybe.
in my love.
He explained he had feelings for me, but not of the same sort.
Uh-oh.
I fell into such despair. I could not eat nor sleep until my family could stand no more.
And that's when you entered the convent.
It's as if I died. My father sent me there to escape my sorrow and forget Piero. His servants dragged me from home one night. All these things from my father's estate, I never saw them again after that night. Everything that was mine was lost to me, except my journal. Things I could say to no one. Things no one wanted to hear.
Loneliness is...
Yes, it is.
And now she's exacting revenge on men for all eternity.
I'm surprised. Our best were killed or driven underground. They then plundered our spells and secrets and shipped them to hidden bunkers all around the world.
It appears you hate them more than you do me.
They tried to destroy our world, hoarding unbelievable power for their own amusement. Smug, self-righteous bastards. The men of letters.
Oh my.
It's the women, Father. Where do I begin?
Bless me, Father, for I have sinned as usual.
Right. Good. Yeah, so that. And
That.
So the women. And this is not something I'm proud of, but I let them think that we had more of a future than we do.
As penance, you shall say 5 Hail Marys, 2 Our Fathers, and reflect on your transgression.
And then that's it, then I'm good to go.
One would hope some inner exploration might occur. The prayers are just the beginning to some serious soul searching.
What have I said? I didn't want to die.
Oh.
Yeah, that I wasn't ready.
Are you expecting to?
Always.
Oh.
The life I live, and the work I do. I pretty much just figured that was all there was to me, you know? Tear around and jam the key in the ignition and haul ass until I ran out of gas. Recent events made me think I might be closer to that than I really thought. And maybe there's more to it all than I thought.
Learning that there's more to the universe than your tiny world can be a frightening discovery. You truly believe in God, Agent? Because that can be a comfort.
I believe there is a God. But I am not sure he still believes in us.
Wow. Oh. She's coming. Is she gonna go read the journal?
Isabella, are you here?
That's very sneaky.
I found no peace in the convent, and my sorrow turned to rage. What was once love for Piero had become hatred.
Uh-huh.
One night I snuck out a window and made my way to his studio.
And
I'm not sure why I went.
killed him?
To confront him,
I'm just
to
guessing.
ruin the painting. There they were.
Uh-huh.
Ever since I've been here, I've come across restless spirits of all sorts. They're all kind of sad, harmless. And eventually the poor things go to their final rest.
Huh.
So you're just comfortable around ghosts?
As a spiritual person, I've accepted many planes of existence. And as I said, they've all been harmless. I wanted to protect her.
You said she showed up about 3 weeks ago when stuff from her home arrived?
Yes, part of a shipment from a monastery in Tivoli. Her family's treasures found their way to the church.
You get that she got here just before the murder started happening.
I finally realized that. And then I heard the two of you, and it made me wonder. That's when I read her journal. It was given to her father right after her death.
Vengeful spirit, just like we died.
She was convicted of witchcraft. They sentenced her to burn at the stake.
Good, well, she burned and so would her bones.
Yeah, but Dean, something here is the tether that ties her to this place.
It's probably the journal where she wrote about her life. Burn all this stuff.
Her journal? Is that necessary?
Believe me, it's necessary.
Well, I don't know,
Yeah,
Dean.
probably.
I mean, there might be more in here.
Sam, burn it. Let's go.
Oh boy. Oh wow.
I'm telling you, I don't know anymore. You're lying. You're so consumed with your rise to power, you can't see the truth.
See the truth, and it's pathetic. You let these men of letters pillage the greatest trove of magical secrets in the world, and did nothing.
Those bunkers are powerfully warded. There is nothing we can do to stop them.
How do I find the men of letters?
I don't even know if they exist anymore. I'd heard that the American chapter was extinguished in the 1950s. But apparently, 2 of its members survive. The Hunters Sam and Dean Winchester.
The Winchesters.
And there it is.
Again with the Winchesters. Pleasant though this little chat has been, I feel it's come to a close.
Witch on witch murder is anathema to the community.
The community. Who needs them? To think of all the years I've lived in fear for nothing.
She also doesn't have to kill you.
You ruined my life, all of it. And you shall pay with yours.
Please, Rowena, don't do this. Rowena, please.
Oh, Cruciate!
Oh.
I haven't thought this through. Why should I kill you and give you an easy way out when there are far better options?
That was what I was thinking. Ugh.
Genius. He said he wanted something from me. Something he could barely give voice to. He asked if he might have a bit of my blood to mix into the pigment. But it wasn't enough.
Oh!
I told Piero to grind the flesh, blood, and bone into the pigment. I had completely become one with the painting and with Piero.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but you don't need to be cutting off your fingers for anybody. No. Nobody's worth that.
We gotta get you out of here.
Come on.
Oh no! Oh no. I'm Sam.
He made it his business to forgive you, Reese. Forgive you when what you do is unforgivable.
Sam, burn the journal!
Woo! Sam!
Don't let them. You are my friend.
Oh.
Oh, you're cooking.
I time someone else running circles, eh?
Nice touch. What is it that you want?
Well, Fergus, since you asked, these friends of yours, the Winchesters, men of letters?
Possibly.
I see. Well, about that.
Listen, we've been through this. My relationship with the Winchesters is my business. I'll handle them. I'm not killing them.
All right, dearie. Of course. Whatever you see.
Who mixes their blood and bones into paint? No woman's ever done that for me.
Is
Nor should they.
Thanking me for not doing what you told me to do?
You know, if we burned the journal, then we wouldn't know how to kill them, would we?
Yeah, you're welcome. You know, you were in that confessional for a long time. Look, man, I'm just saying, I'm your brother, dude. If you ever need to talk about anything, with anybody,
Oh.
you got somebody right here next to you. I don't buy for 1 second that the mark is a terminal diagnosis. So don't go making peace with that idea. There has to be a way. There will be a way, and we will find it.
Oh,
That's what we
Sam.
So believe that.
Okay, Sammy.
I'll try it again like you mean it. great.
Well, maybe right now, Sam, you might need to hold up the faith for the both of you. You know? And that's okay. That's okay. Well, we had another, I feel like, monster of the week type of episode, but there's still everything going on with the mark kind of just looming over everything. And, you know, I found this one interesting. I feel like, again, much like the last episode, it was a fairly basic plot. I wish that the episode kind of, I don't know, dived more into the sister that we met and, you know, her journey. I know she talked about it a little bit, and there was that very beautiful moment of her kind of relating to Dean and all of that. But I kind of wish that they just focused on her character more. I felt like she was pretty interesting. But I guess we had limited time, and, you know, it was, I will say, very, you know, I didn't know that she knew she was conversing with a ghost in the beginning. I don't know if I should have known that. Obviously, you know, we got the information because they put the year, you know, in the flashbacks when Isabella, is that her name, was kind of telling the story of her and her love and all of this. And so, you know, we got it. But I for some reason, I wasn't clocking until she literally came out and said it. That I don't know if I should have or if I missed something or anything like that. But I thought that was kind of interesting, and genuinely, I felt her character was kind of one of the best parts of this episode, that she's trying to you know, spend her time helping these spirits find peace and move on. I found her whole character very, very interesting in this. And, you know, I'm anything that I'm going to say about Sam and Dean is, I feel like, going to be, you know, sort of reiterated from like the last reaction or previous reactions and whatnot. Obviously, Dean had quite a moment sort of admitting that he didn't want to die, or that he was kind of just scared that was possibly going to come up soon. And it does sort of show that he is losing a bit of faith. But I have to say, I don't really blame him for that. You know, he really is trying to accept reality. And it has been a pretty disappointing run when it comes to this mark. Not on his end, don't get me wrong, just of, like, you know, finding a cure or getting rid of it or anything like that. On his end, I feel like he has done a lot this season, that I've been so proud of him and hanging on and doing the best that he can. And maybe he doesn't, you know, I understand why there's kind of a loss of hope there. But I also understand why Sam is not going to give up on that hope, and why he's going to continue to just keep trying to find a solution to all of this. And then obviously everything with Rowena, which, I mean, she just electrifies every scene that she's in. I love kind of the episodes that, you know, show a little bit of her and Crowley and all of that. I really do like their dynamic, as possibly toxic as it is and everything, but I really, I feel like they're doing these little sprinkles of these scenes throughout the season, and maybe towards the end of the season we're going to get a big episode dealing with them. And more than likely Sam and Dean, you know, she really doesn't want much, I feel like, to do with the Winchesters, and that just doesn't really seem to be working out for her at all. And now with, you know, the history that was kind of brought up in this episode with the Men of Letters and the bunker, and oh my goodness, I don't even know, guys. Truly, I don't know. I feel like it's all going to come to a head, but I feel like we might have a little bit of time before then. But in the meantime, I am really, really enjoying her performance and Mark's performance, and it just phenomenal and very interesting to watch those scenes. And I always kind of like when they're sort of, as I said, kind of sprinkled into certain episodes and everything like that. But yeah, I mean, I thought it was a decent episode, but not the most memorable. I mean, I would definitely say not the most memorable case at all or anything like that. I felt like it was pretty, you know, run of the mill. But I think, guys, do not cut off your finger or any body part for anyone else or their art. That's my message for you today, okay? All right. If you would like to support me on Patreon or subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. But if not, I'm just happy that you were here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.